Hey guys, so this is one of our first practice routines of the entire routine that we need to do for the BH. BH is just the basic first level of IGP. So there's a lot to remember, both for me and for the dog. So at the same time that I was trying to make sure he was doing the right thing, I'm also counting my paces to make sure that I'm on track. So there's a lot going on in my head at this point. So still training, so still rewarding him when he does well, and correcting when he isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. So on the way down, you just do foos the entire way. On the way back, you do a normal pace foos, a fast pace foos, and then a slow paced foos. And then a normal foos, 2 right turns, an about turn, 5 paces forward, and then stop. So my about turns here were actually wrong. I was more focused on is he with me than doing the actual routine. And here he needs to sit for 3 seconds, which he did wonderfully. Then from the sit, we go into the group. We go around people in the group, make sure he's not getting distracted, and make sure his focus is on me. He did pretty good here. A lot of the mistakes were mine. I was going either too wide or too close to the people in the group, and I wasn't rewarding as often as I should have been. So you only go through the group once. I went through it twice just to make sure that he was getting rewarded when he did it right, to reinforce it. This is basically a repeat of the first part I did, except for at this point the dog is off leash. Saw he lost interest with me a little bit there when my significant other, he heard his voice, but he came right back to me. So all in all, pretty good. As always, guys, I hope you are enjoying our content. If you are, please do like and subscribe. Share this video if it resonates with somebody. So again, my about turn right here and help us out. Really correct, but it was just wanting to make sure that he was still with me. And then again, going into the fast foos, which he got a little ahead of me there, and then the slow foos, which he did really well. As we progress here, this would be in motion, but in the BH, you are actually allowed to pause. So here I did pause, and even though he sat, I still tell him to sit, just to reinforce it. Essentially what one of my coaches told me was you don't want to risk the in motion sit when you can get it perfect with the pause. So while we're still trying to train it as an in motion thing, we are pausing for the sake of not risking any points just to look fancy. So you can see when he's doing it correctly, he is starting to prance pretty good. And it's looking really, really good. His down is pretty solid. We've been working on it since he was a puppy. He has to do a long down in part of the routine as well, so we've been working on that pretty heavily from the beginning. And then this is the recall. His front is still a little too far away, but he is at least coming straight to me, which is good. So that I moved there and repeated the command just to try to reinforce where his position should be when he fronts. So since I started on the field, I'm finishing, and now he and I are going to go into the long down while the other dog does its routine. So as you can see, we still have some stuff to work on. This was taken about 4 weeks before trial, uploading it 3 weeks before trial. So I've got a few more pieces to dial in and just make clearer for him, make sure that he knows exactly what the picture should be, and make sure that I am giving him the proper reinforcement so that he knows that he's doing well.